Scitame Learning. How long would it take to count to 1 billion? Hello everyone and welcome to Scitame Learning. Today I want to ask you a simple question. How long would it take to count to 1 billion? At first that might sound like a silly question, but the answer reveals something fascinating about how big numbers really are. Let's find out. Let's assume that something simple. You count one number every second, or one digit every second. Okay, starting by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so forth. And you never stop. You don't sleep. You don't take any break. Just count. How long would it take to reach 1 billion? 1 billion, with that assumption, is equal to 1 billion seconds because we count in one digit every second. So let's start doing the math to see how this thing adds up. First, let's convert 1 billion into minutes, okay? One billion is 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. We divide that into 60. This was in second, so the answer we're going to get here is going to be in minutes. So that's going to be like this: 16,666,667 minutes. Okay. Let's continue doing the math. Let's convert this minute into hours. So we are going to divide that by 60. 1 6 6 6 6 6 6 7 divided by 60. So the answer we are going to get here is going to be 27777 hours. Okay. 277,778 277,778 hours. That's what's going to give us in hours. Let's continue breaking it down. Okay, we divide 277,778 hours into 24. That will give us a number like this: 11,574 days. Let's continue further. Okay, let's convert 11,574 days into years. So 11,574 days by 365. It will give us a number like this. Roughly 31.7 years. 31.7 years. Now, if we want to be really precise, factoring in that Earth revolves around itself in 24 hours, not exact 24 hours, but 24 hours and some change. So it's going to be 11,574 days divided by 364.2425. That will give us 31.68 years. Okay. The difference between leap and non-leap year is going to be 11 days. Still negligible when we talk about decades. So it's going to be taking 31 years, 31.7 years to count from 0 to 1 billion. Now, let's be realistic. You can't count, without stopping. You need to get everyday thing, do everyday life and all that stuff. So people do sleep, they eat, and they go to work. Let's imagine a more realistic schedule or scenario. Suppose you count for only 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day. So let's say 8 hours a day. It's going to be about a third of the day you are counting. So the number we'll be faced with is going to be 31.7 multiplied by 3. That's going to give us about 95 years. 95 years. A more realistic scenario, let's say you do it only for 4 hours. So 4 over 24, that's a sixth of the time in a 24-hour time frame. So you are going to multiply 31.7 multiplied by 6, roughly 190 years. So just let that sink in. Counting for only 4 hours a day. To count from 0, again, I keep on saying 1, from 0 to 1 billion for only 4 hours a day, we're looking at 190 years to do all this. Average human lifespan is what? Anywhere from 35 to 90 years, depending on where you live. So counting from 0 to 1 billion, it will take 109 years. So during your lifetime, any lifetime, you will not be able to finish counting. You just count until done. Let me ask you even a big question. What if we try to count 1 trillion? 1 trillion. So 0 to 1t. Okay, we know it's 12 zeros. It will take us, doing the same math, I'm going to simplify all of it, 31,700 years to count from 0 to 1 trillion. 0 to 1 trillion. This is a lot of time. So if someone has started counting during the Stone Age, they will still be counting. They will not be done by today. So that is the incredible difference between a billion and a trillion. And that is the power of mathematics. That's what is the fascination about mathematics. I've been doing it for almost all my life. So mathematics help us understand numbers that are almost impossible to imagine. Assuming that you play a little bit with this thing, little introduction to what we'll be doing for the next, foreseeable future. It gives you an idea about what we are going to do here, and I'm assuming, I'm hoping that you like it. Here at Scitame Learning, we explore the world using simple mathematics. That's all we do here. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.